Hi, Jodi.
Hi, Doris.
I'm so happy you agreed to do this with
course.
me. You know I'm one of your biggest fans. I love what you do.
Thank you.
So let me take you back on why you're here.
Okay.
I walked through this house. The vendors had called me to come do a tour, and my jaw dropped to the ground. It's one of those houses. And I mean, if you look, I like to call it a California ranch, but we know it's a race ranch with a bonus room.
Right.
It is truly a California style ranch. What you did here is breathtaking. So what was your inspiration, my dear?
Well, the homeowners came to us with a space that they had wanted to transform into something a little bit more comfortable and conducive to the way they wanted to use the space in the future. So they had been using the space for strictly function.
Isn't that interesting what you just said? Because here, fast forward, it's really how COVID has changed our market, because you are working from home. And so these spaces and what you've created, it was almost ahead of its time, right?
Yes.
Because this was pre-COVID, and this is a trend we're seeing in home design. And that was one thing that stood out for me, how you created a his and hers office space. And then obviously there was some more room downstairs that they created with this. That was brilliant. It really was.
Thank you. So they had wanted to get their functioning workspace out of the dining room, and we felt that there would be a better use of space. And they also wanted a place where they could tuck their office work away and then come into a beautiful space to make it feel more like they had separate elements in the house, like going to the office as opposed to coming home. So before, I don't think there was a way for them to escape the office, because the office was the space.
And you know what's interesting? This house has these high and open space. It's an open space concept. So that was brilliant, the way you kind of created these boundaries in the areas by furniture but still having this illusion of the open space and the great ceiling heights and all that. I thought that was pretty impressive when I first walked in. And then the rest of the house is so what we need. You've got the 4 bedrooms. If you choose to use one as an office, you got the baths, you got this fabulous backyard that you can really escape, and all that was pretty impressive. I don't know if you had anything to do with that, but however that unfolded, the views are amazing looking in that backyard, right?
Yeah, it turned out pretty spectacular. I think we were all really happy with the result.
And yet, you know what? It's pretty transitional that if the new owners, let's say, you left the space still here designated, if they want a dining room, then they can make this a dining room. And that's what I thought was really nice too, is that the room flows, like the treatments on the windows are stunning. Like you just did such a beautiful job. And it was not just me thinking that, it was featured in a magazine. So we know that this house was featured in a magazine for those reasons. There's some before pictures, which you really, really will get the scope of the great work that was done here.
Yeah.
So thank you, Jodi, for doing this. And that's Jodi from Urban Homes. Thank you.
Thank you, Doris.
Cheers.